Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. And as you can see, we are totally broadcasting to the world today from the garden level of the Holman house. We're going to go just a little south of here, actually, to East Lansing, Michigan. Spend a little time with an old friend, Ken Glickman, President Glickman Associates. And Ken, we might start a little bit with, tell us about Glickman Associates and what you do.
So Glickman Associates is primarily an executive search firm, but we have three levels because I do a lot of coaching for managers and for people who are in career transition, who might be looking for a new position or have been let go or laid off from their company for one reason or another, or people who simply want to do a little bit of a tune-up on their careers and which direction they're going. So we do a lot of one-on-one counseling with that. We do executive search for C-level, management level folks, and we do regular HR consulting as well.
Well, you know, you've done a marvelous job over the years, and there's an art side to you too that we just want to bring up very quickly. You are absolutely a performing art critic.
Well, for many years now, I've been the music and theater critic for the Lansing State Journal. And I do a lot of feature stories as well on travel and all kinds of other things, but primarily music and theater and arts. And I also have a blog, glickarts.blogspot.com. And we do some think pieces there as well, and we talk about the arts in general all over the country, and that's been very popular for me.
Well, I have noticed over the years you haven't done any kind of an appraisal of my singing ability, which means thank you for not standing outside my shower.
Well, I don't want any mud being thrown at me for reason, and so I try to keep it clean. You know,
we're all spending a lot of time ducking these days. Listen, Ken, as we move into 2022, I guess the hope is that everyone has completed the most crucial task of every December, planning for the following year. How do you feel about that?
We like to think that, and it's always something that people have a hard time thinking about, because how are you going to plan for stuff that you don't know what's going to happen? And I mean, the people that were planning in December of 2019. How were they to possibly predict that they would have to close their doors in March of 2020? And everyone was going to be working from their basement and their bedroom and whatever. And this has really caused a huge revolution in the workforce. That I don't think we still don't understand what to do with it, and we don't know where those dominoes are going to fall.
Well, you know, it's kind of interesting because it's the last couple of years have really reminded us that the one constant is change, but change has really become the new normal.
Well, it's absolutely right. And then it also, it should really have a huge impact on how we interview people. What are we looking for in people? And what do we want? What kind of flexibility and creativeness do we want in people that we weren't really looking for? Instead of looking for the technical part of like engineers or IT people, we are now looking for people that embrace change, that know how to work with other people, and that can roll with the punches.
You know, it's kind of interesting in this critical area of people management. The challenges are particularly daunting, especially right now. No exaggeration to state that we're in the midst of kind of a workforce revolution.
It is. And we don't know what to do with it. And it's so interesting to me how everything sort of came together at the same time. There was a pandemic, and then all of a sudden, within a weekend, we had to work from home, but Zoom was ready for us. Technology was ready for us, and we were ready to work from home pretty well. And now people are saying, hey, I don't know if I want to go back to work. And now we have downtown Lansing filled with all of these state of Michigan buildings that are standing empty because everyone is working from their home.
And we've had so many years of saying, hey, state is here. That's a stabilizer, but that's really
a stabilizer. I remembered in the middle of the pandemic driving through Michigan State University, acres and acres of these buildings, and they were all empty.
Yeah, absolutely. You add to that, to the severe shortage of the candidate pipeline. I mean, not just talented people, but right now the number one concern of business in the state of Michigan, of course, because of our MFBI, this feedback says we can't even get people through the door to interview.
People are looking so creatively at their job now. They're saying, you know what? I don't have to work for a jerk anymore. I could work in my basement with my dog on my lap, in my jammies, and with wonderful hot coffee. And I like this, and so I'm going to quit my job and see if I can do it on my own. And they are looking at their job in a totally different way than we've ever done it before.
Well, and I would say employers are being a lot more creative about how they're hiring, who they're hiring, and also flexibility of schedule, et cetera. We got a lot ahead of us. Ken, thanks for bringing us up to date. We're going to have you on again soon because there's a lot more.
That'd be great.
That we have to explore.
Looking forward to it.
Ken Glickman, president of Glickman Associates in East Lansing, Michigan. We're going to be right back. Thanks for watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.